Hey everybody, it's Finn. Welcome to the first episode of our new show, Player Select, where we'll have guests come on and talk about some of their favorite video games, and also maybe even some of those video games that you really hated, but you hated them because they were extremely hard, or maybe the gameplay was wonky. But it's just an opportunity for us to talk about some video games that were certainly memorable for us. Today I'm actually going to be talking about one of my favorite games of all time, and that is Flashback for the Sega Genesis. Released in 1992 by Delphine Studios, Flashback itself was actually about an amnesiac, Conrad B. Hart, who was on Jupiter's moon Titan, and you wake up as him having crash landed a hover bike that you were riding, and holochrome falls out, which is it's a holographic image of yourself, and you're basically telling yourself that you need to run and get out of there. And it's a cinematic side-scrolling platform adventure game, and you have to go through it. You have to, of course you have to fire weapons. The same studio that made it actually made the games Out of This World, Prince of Persia, and Future Wars. So they all have this similar style of gameplay. First of all, the graphics themselves were just crazy phenomenal. One of the advertising gimmicks of this game was that it was called the first CD game in a cartridge, and that was kind of true in a way, because as I said, the graphics themselves were some of the best things that we had seen since Dragon's Lair. It was like a rotoscoped animation for a lot of the cutscenes, and even the character himself in his movements and his actions within the actual playable parts of the game and the stages in the game, he has this very human movement and feel about him. So when you're playing the game, that feeling of immersion was a little bit higher than a lot of the other games that were out at that time. And like I say, this game itself being put out by the same company that did Prince of Persia and Out of This World, that whole style of gameplay was really kind of where their specialty was. And the whole game itself, you're not only are you having to shoot people and fight enemies and this and that and the other, and roll through it like say if it were Contra, but you're also having to do certain puzzles and things, and there's ways that you have to go through the level that if you don't do it that way, you're not going to make it through, and so you had to kind of sort those out, and that was pretty cool. But the game itself overall, the Sega Genesis and Sega CD versions got a 7.5 out of 10 for Electronic Gaming Monthly. Electronic Gaming Monthly also gave the SNES version an 8.25 out of 10 overall. But it is one of my absolute favorite games. I cannot rave enough about this game. Like I say, the immersion of the game is amazing, and it's certainly better than anything else that was coming out at that time. The gameplay is pretty awesome. It's such a great game that, much like with GoldenEye, very recently there was a PC remake that came out for it, and I haven't actually played it yet, but I'm kind of excited to maybe try to see if I can't pick up a copy of it and give that a shot, and maybe we'll even make that a Let's Play episode for y'all. But that is all for this episode of Player Select. That has been Flashback by Delphine Studios, released in 1992. If you want, we'll check out the PC copy of it. We'll actually go ahead and leave a link to that in the description of the video. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Y'all keep gaming. Hey everybody, it's Finn. This has been another episode of Player Select. Y'all go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment down in the comment section below. And definitely check out more of our videos over here to the side. Until next time, we'll catch you later on Player Select.